Thanks for joining us. You're watching Notepad. I'm your host, Ibrahim Sani. One of the sectors that I keep on eyeing is indeed the telco sector. And on this station, we have covered the Axiata-Telenor merger quite extensively. Of course, on the opposite end is Maxis Bhd, and they are indeed a company that we need to actually examine slightly closer into how they are performing amidst the ongoings within the telco sector. Very recently, Maxis first half 2019 results have been announced, and the consensus that we have gotten from the research houses, for instance CIMB-CGS or Maybank or UOB-Kay Hian, they are arguing that the first half results are or were within their expectations. So there's nothing new about that for Maxis. The revenue trends were expectedly soft, and this is because of the wholesale contribution, EU Mobile, tapered further. But this was offset by one-off lower O&M cost. Maybank IB Research, for instance, argue that they maintain a hold on this particular counter. This is because of some of the reasons, including that of the first half results and the second quarter for 2019 core net profit was also within the expectations of Maybank. So let's dig deep into the conversation of how they performed for the second quarter. Maxis' second quarter core net profit came at 391 million ringgit. Now, this is 19% lower year-on-year and 3% lower quarter-on-quarter. And it brings the first half core net profit to 795 million ringgit, which is in total 20% under year-on-year. The consensus within the research houses says that this is within their forecast respectively, and Maxis again did not quantify the impact of the MFRS 16. A 5-cent second interim DPS was declared, and this is again in line with the expectations of research houses. So as you can see, much of the results, even though it's 20% lower year-on-year, is still within the expectations of some of the research houses, and this indeed signals that the whole sector is not going through a good time of their life. And the outlook of the telco sector is also quite interesting to note, because 5G is being rolled out, it's being tested. MCMC, Shell, for instance, the chairman of MCMC, has been arguing that 5G rollout is on track. Perhaps this could be a boost to the telco sector and could be a net benefactor for both Maxis as well as Axiata and Telenor through their arm DG. So we have a lot to see from Maxis from this front. Looking further into Maxis, in the second quarter of this year, mobile service revenue contracted by 1.9% quarter-on-quarter. This is because of a few reasons. One of them is that there are lower prepaid revenue with a slight competitive pressure, along with some degree to pre to post conversion. The second reason is because lower EU Mobile contribution, which comes in about 31 million ringgit. This is 56% down quarter-on-quarter. These numbers are provided by specifically Maybank IB Research. So this gives into a flavor of how things are with Maxis Bhd. Investing in the equities in Malaysia is indeed going through a tricky time. Very recently, I've had Stashaway CEO of Malaysia, Wong Wai Kian. He argues that perhaps this is something that Malaysia has not yet recovered from the elections of last year. So if you're a retail investor, equities is indeed a tricky asset class to continue to be in. So again, look for better sources of income, better sources of investments outside. Let me know your thoughts, share with me your views. Just hit me up on Twitter at Ibrahim Sani, or if you want to watch more of these kind of interviews, just go on to astro.com and search for Notepad over there. Until next time, thanks very much for watching, and goodbye.